before 1950s and after 1950s. Before 1950s, we took some simpler approaches to address this problem of forecasting. We used methods that includes simple averages and weighted averages, and the simplest of all these methods was a naive forecasting technique. Well, it's naive because it just says that the forecasted value of the next time point is equal to the value of the series in the present time point. Which means for a series like this one, which captures the demand of a product starting from 2004 to 2009, the forecasted value of demand in 2010 is equal to the value of demand in 2009, which in this case is 27. That's naive, isn't it? Well, just wait. Did you just ask, do we use such techniques anymore in any cases? Well, we'll see one very interesting case later in this series on how such models are still in use. However, this method, as we can see, is not based on all the observations in the series. But if we wanted to use a forecasting technique that is based on all the observations, then the simplest of all the forecasting techniques would be to use a technique that is based on the arithmetic mean of all the observations in the series, like this one. In this method of forecasting based on simple average, the forecasted value of this time point is equal to the simple average of all the values in the previous time point. This method, however, gives equal weightages to all the observations in the series. But different years may have different economical importances. Also, in some cases, we may want to give larger importances to the observations in the recent past compared to those which are farther in the past. In such cases, techniques like weighted average is proposed, where we attach weightages or importances to the values in different time points. However, one needs to be careful enough to choose these weights, otherwise, this technique may even suffer from subjective bias. Here you may ask a question. Do we need all the observations in the past to forecast the future? Well, this is a very valid question because the observations which are far in the past may not be very significant in forecasting the future. These ideas led to the discoveries of forecasting techniques which are based on moving average. In a forecasting technique based on simple moving average, we first need to choose an order of moving average. As an example, let us choose 3 in this case. Then the forecasted value of demand in 2010 will be equal to the average of 3 values in the previous 3 time points. In this way, if the order of moving average is 4, then the forecasted value of demand in 2010 will be equal to the average of 4 values in the previous 4 time points. Like the method of simple average, this method also gives equal importances to all the considered time points. However, if you feel that different time points should get different importances, then you can use forecasting techniques based on the weighted moving average. In the next 2 videos, we'll learn about 2 very important things. While the first one will teach you on how to read time series data using R, the next one will discuss about various components of a time series data.